morning. Hello, and happy Thursday. Good morning, Kathy Hand. Oh, let's get everybody in here. I was just sending it out in messages. So let's see if we can get our gang all in to say good morning and to see what you're thankful for on this Thankful Thursday. So come on in and let me know that you're here when you do come in. Kathy, how are you doing this morning? I know you're probably on your way to work, but I hope it's a good drive for you and a good day when you get there. So let me put that away, grab my coffee. Cheers, everybody. Good morning, Joanne. Good morning, Blue. Blue. How's everything in your world? Good morning, Robin. All right, so let's go into our heart. That's how I start every day, and that's how I love to begin the morning show. Good morning, Grace Isis. I hope that means you are loving us peas. All right, so breathe in. Breathe into your heart and let that love start flowing through your body, flowing through your mind, telling you how awesome you are, how amazing you are. You are worthy. You deserve every great and wonderful thing that life can bring your way. You are a child of God. You are a spark of the divine. And we are all works in progress, aren't we? So what are we grateful for? I thought that might be what you meant, Grace Isis. And good morning to you, sweet loving pea. Good morning, Sally and Tony. Good morning, Andrea. Joanne, thankful for new insights and those who help us on the path. How beautiful. Yes, we need that support system, don't we? We need those who in our life who can just be there no matter what. What a great day. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be my neighbor? Yes, and yes. We want lots of positive yeses today, and just let me know what you're grateful for. I love Thankful Thursdays. It turns our mind to gratitude and to what can be. What are the possibilities and the potentials? Good morning. Auntie Jean decided to join us this morning. So we have our pair of jeans on. So grateful. We're fully dressed now. Good morning, Jean. All right, so let's see what those angels had to say to us. And as I spill coffee all over me, well, at least I didn't spill it on the furniture. The message is arms wide open. Drench yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. That's from the song Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield. In her own words, Natasha said, "We need connection as humans. That's what entertainment is all about. You can feel it in your body. You get goosebumps. You want to move. You can't help but move. When something feels right, you just know it. It may be a hit song, or it may be words you say to a loved one. Always go with the gut feeling. Our inner guidance system is our most powerful asset. The more we listen to it, the more we learn to listen to it, the more we gain confidence to move forward in life. Dear angels, so many times we hear a guiding voice speaking to us, but we are unsure if it is real or something we make up in our own desire to find direction. It is a challenge to filter out what to listen to. It's even harder sometimes to find someone to talk to about this and not feel judged or criticized. How do we gain the confidence in listening to Spirit and knowing with certainty that what we are hearing is truly our guides? Dear ones, pay attention to the subtle whispers from within. Your intuition often speaks through feelings, gut instincts, or an inner knowing. Trusting these intuitive messages will help you make decisions that align with your highest good. Remember, your spiritual growth is a personal and unique journey for each one of you. It may take time and practice, but by listening to your inner guidance and gaining confidence, you can cultivate a deeper connection with your spirituality and experience greater empowerment in your life. We encourage you to be still. Find a quiet place where there are no distractions. Ask questions that will open a discussion with your spirit guides, just as you would another person in your life. Maybe come to the meeting with a list of things you have been thinking and sit still while the confirmations and further illumination takes place. We invite you to respect your spiritual journey and treat it just as important as any other classroom you attend. It is a lifelong learning experience, so have patience with yourself. You will never arrive because the universe is constantly evolving, so choose to evolve with it, and you will find yourself in alignment with your higher purpose. Dear angels, today I promise to keep learning and evolving. You know, I used to listen to Abraham a lot, and I just loved the lessons and the blessing that came forth from Abraham's teachings. And one of the things I remember that really stuck with me was a quote from Abraham of, "You'll never get it right, and you'll never get it done." So we keep trying, right? We keep striving, we keep reaching, as Abraham would say, reach for that better feeling thought, reach for what comes next. So when we know this, when we know that life is always changing, there's always something new for us to learn, there's always going to be another perspective. There may be somebody that shows up that all of a sudden something clicks for us because that person brings in a new idea or says it in a different way so that it makes more sense. We're always trying to make sense of things, right? We're like, please make it make sense. And sometimes it doesn't. But then sometimes, all of a sudden, there it is. Like we got the formula. Einstein wrote it up on the chalkboard and we understood it instead of saying, what the heck is that? So life is constantly evolving. Life is a journey. It's a journey that we're all on. We can either help each other out, take each other by the hand and walk each other home, or we can keep each other at arm's length and say, no, I'm not going to listen to you. I don't know you. I don't understand you. Get to understand each other. Talk to each other. See what we're all about, because we each bring something different to the table. We're each unique. So anyway, that's my soapbox this morning, and that's what the angels had to share with us last night. We're going to see what Kuan Yin has to say. So let's see who came in first of all while I was reading that. Sally says, grateful for the sun that is expected for the next 8 days. It's great for lifting the energy. Well, I am so happy for you in Michigan that you're having sunshine. Here in Tennessee, we're getting prepared for rain. Tomorrow is supposed to be a rainy, rainy day. And it feels it. I can feel it in my bones, as they say. It feels heavier. And my bones are aching already because they know that rain is coming in. And in the mountains, when rain comes in, it feels a lot heavier than other places, like in Florida, where it's all wide open. It just sticks in the rocks and the ground. And it's not good for people who have things going on in their joints. Good morning, Deirdre. Thank you for sharing. Good morning, Linda Lemieux. So glad you're here with us. Annie7. Hi, darling. And Kathleen Caputo. Look at all these beautiful people coming in. Grace Isis is grateful for all P's, for Mama P, and grateful for parents, for loving them and the stewardship and arms wide open to receive and start us on the beginnings of our journey. Oh, so beautiful, Gracie. I'm so glad you're here. You have been so missed. Auntie Jean. Ah, yes, it is good to have Linda here with us, isn't it? Feels like old home reunion day, doesn't it? With people coming in that we haven't seen in a while. And Robin Waters Dyke says, yippee, rain in Mississippi. First measurable rain since July. Oh boy. You know, in Kentucky, I'm hoping they're getting some rain in Kentucky when this rain comes into Tennessee, because they've got wildfires going on in Kentucky. When my sister and brother came to visit, they shared that I think there were like 8 different wildfires close to them that were happening in the mountains. So please, for that area to get some of the rain. And Sally, you had heavy rain for a few days, and yes to the joints hurting to let us know. It certainly does. Deirdre, thank you for sharing. 10 million for world peace. We do it every day at 1:11. We start the meditation. So you might want to come in a few minutes early and get a seat, get comfortable, share it out, and be blessed by a guided meditation every day. And they're short. They're like 7 minutes long, which is like nothing in the whole scope of your day, right? It's like, don't blink. That's how fast it goes by. Seriously. So come on in for a few minutes of being with each other and enjoying. I'm so happy when I see all you P's floating in there to meditate with us and to share your love about peace on earth, which is what our goal is. Gracie, so glad you're here. Catherine DeSante, happy Thursday to you. Michelle Landers. Michelle, I hope you're doing well, darling. I'll be down in your neck of the woods soon. I leave here on Saturday morning, and I should be in Fort Lauderdale by the 15th, I think. Just a few more days away. Robin, turmeric daily. Yeah, I do all of the holistic stuff to keep this body healthy and thriving and as pain-free as possible. Michelle, we have to get together when I come down there. I'm going to be actually in DeLand the 1st of December. So perhaps we can get together then, because that'll be a little bit closer to you than down in South Florida. All right, so what does Kuan Yin have to say about all this mess? Let's just see what her guidance is today. And it is the creative power. The mind often wants to see and know exactly what is around the corner. But to manifest, we have to give up certainty and embrace the creative process. Choosing to live creatively will bring you more joy and success than any amount of certainty ever could. I love this card, and doesn't that go right along with that message that we just had from the angels? To just trust in that inner voice, trust in the knowingness that when we get an intuitive message, an intuitive hit, sit and listen and see how it feels. Do you have goosebumps? Is there something that just rings true when you hear that intuitive thought that comes in? When you hear maybe somebody else say something and you just know that message is meant for you because your body is telling you, it's giving you all the signs, and then you sit with it and you hold it and you say, was this for me? Was this a message just for me? Did I need to hear this? Do I need to pay attention to this? Those are the questions we can ask. And I just love the teachings from the angels last night to treat your spiritual journey just as important as if you were in a classroom. Maybe you were taking a class to gain a skill, to understand things more fully, or maybe you're taking college classes and you need that information for what you're going to be doing in life. Same thing with your spiritual journey. Treat it like a classroom. Sit and take notes. You know, a lot of people that I talk to say, oh, I don't write, I don't journal, you know, I have a hard time writing things down. If you're in school, if you're in college or a classroom somewhere, or learning a skill from somebody, don't you take notes? Maybe you record it, and you can do that when you're sitting with your spirit guides. Turn the recorder on. I've done that many times. And especially now that I'm in the car a lot and on the road, turning that recorder on and speaking a question out loud. That's the beginning. Ask the question. Know what you want to find out. So whether you have your questions written out or they just flow from you, ask questions. Ask what it is you need to know and make it open-ended so that there is a dialogue. There's more than just a yes or no answer. When you ask about something, be willing to receive the answer. That's a big part of it as well, because sometimes we'll ask and then the answer comes and we're like, well, that can't be right. I'm not hearing it right. Or that's not for me, that's for somebody else, right? But it is for us if we're hearing it. Whatever happens, there's no accident. There's no coincidence. You're here right now on purpose. You were brought here. Whether somebody sent you a message and said, hey, get your butt in here, or said, hey, we're going to have fun this morning. Come join with us. Come be thankful, because it's time for gratitude. Auntie Jean says, I am so grateful for the 10 million meditations. They are beautiful, and I feel that I am doing some good to bring in peace. Thank you. Well, thank you, Auntie Jean. You are so beautiful and so wise, and you bring so much to the table when you come in. I want to go back to Abraham, because I was just reviewing some of the things that Abraham has taught, and one of those things is to reach for that better feeling thought. You know, sometimes we go through life and we're just in a rut with things not going right. Nothing is going right. Everything looks dark and dank. And when is the sun going to shine again? When is my life going to be good again? When am I going to be happy? You know, if you're coming to spirit, to your spirit guides, and you're asking them those kind of questions, and you're saying, you know, nothing's going right, spirit. What's going on here? What's happening, angels? I don't get it. Just pause. This is what the angels tell us. Just pause. You can complain or you can appreciate. You can find fault or you can look for positive in your life. You can worry about something or you can look forward to something. You can remember things that irritate you, or you can remember things that please you. You can look for your flaws, or you can look for your positive aspect. In every moment in time, you've got an upstream or a downstream choice. It is your choice. It's our choice every day, every moment of every day, to either look at the positive or look at what's going wrong. Right? That's it. And when we stay in that rut of looking at what's going wrong, boy, we're going to find all kinds of things to complain about. That's the law of attraction. That's what happens. Whatever energy we're putting out there to the universe, we're going to receive in kind that same energy. So what are you putting out? Ask yourself that today. Am I constantly complaining? Am I constantly bringing drama to the forefront and staying stuck in and wrapped up in what's wrong with the world, what's wrong in my life? Just drop the oars, as Abraham teaches. Just drop the oars. Stop trying to swim upstream or row your boat upstream. And just watch what happens when you get into that downhill ride and you just go with the flow. Things will start turning around. Things will look different because you're not trying to control it. I've been on the road now for over 3 years, and every time I try to control where I'm going or what I'm doing or who I'm going to go see or where I'm going to spend time, it never works out. It's always, oh no, we're going to take you over here. You just thought you were going there. And then all of a sudden, I find myself exactly where I needed to be for that given moment. There have been times when I have been somewhere and I'm asking the angels, why am I still here? What am I doing here? I should be long gone. I should be out of this place. And I hear that small whisper that says, just wait, just be patient. And then there's a purpose for being there in that place at that time. It's happened over and over again that when I try to control it, when I get impatient and I think I should be moving along, they show me that I'm supposed to be in a place for a certain reason. And I just love this journey. And Sally says, stop trying so hard. Just relax and enjoy the ride. The moment issues arise, stop and breathe deeply. That's the pause. I teach this constantly. I don't think there's a day that goes by without me telling somebody, a client or a friend or a relative, to just pause. Just step back. Become the observer. And say, what do I need to learn here? What's my message? What is it that I'm supposed to pay attention to right now? And it may not be that big drama thing that we've been beating around and paying so much attention to. It may be something totally different that can come in once we get away from that thought that everything's going wrong. And there's so much that's falling apart in life. It may be falling together. All right, so let's get a couple of messages from the tiny book. I love this topic. I love this conversation. And as I was sitting with the angels and saying, what do we need to know right now? What do we as a collective need to understand more fully? And that's what I ask when I'm getting the messages in every day from the angels, the midnight calls that come in from them. I just ask, what do we need to know? And then it's answered. So I encourage you all to do the same thing. As you're sitting in your quiet time, find a moment during your day that you can just sit quietly and say, what do I need to know? What do I need in my life right now? And how can I understand it more fully once I know what it is that I'm learning about? Just like cracking open a book on calculus. You don't understand it until you fully get into the information and have it explained to you and shown to you step by step. It's the same thing with your spiritual life and your spiritual journey. Just ask, what do I need to know? And Sally, I've been talking a lot about this with clients who are trying to figure this all out. Yeah. And Blue, I can say, told you so to this one. You get that cute, stubborn look on your face, and then you had to stay for another 3 weeks. Yeah, I think you had the Fae do something there to keep me, didn't you? I love it. You guys were so much fun. So Keep telling me what you're grateful for today. Oh, thank you, Andrea, for calling in our sweet Ricky. And where's our Josie? We haven't seen her yet, I don't think. But let's call in our Josie to be with her sweet Ricky, who is here already. And let's see what messages there are for us. And can we call in Hope? There she is. Good morning, Josie. Can we call in our Hope Wellington Marshall? I just really feel like we need to wrap our arms around her. So help me call her in. Everybody just say her name. All of you right now that are on here. There's 15 people watching. Type in Hope Wellington Marshall and let's call her in here, because I would love to feel her energy and get an update on how she's doing and what's going on in her life over there across the big pond. All right, I see you, Robin Waters Dykes, asking for page 47. So let's see what the message is. Don't fear that the mountain is too high. Instead, set your sights beyond the mountain to the sky. It is wide open and it has no limit. That is you when you allow yourself to know the depth of your magnificence. It is. When we think, oh, I can only go a mile, I can't walk more than that, or I don't have enough stamina, or it's too hard to walk that far, then that's as far as we'll go. That's our limit. So if we set our sights on something and we limit it, that's as far as we'll be able to go with it. That's as far as we'll be able to understand. That's as far as our reach will be. But when we say, oh, I don't know what I don't know. And I don't know, maybe I can walk 5 miles. I don't know. And we leave it open, then miracles can happen. We're opening to potential and possibility, and we're allowing ourselves to be blessed because we didn't put the cap on it. We didn't say, I can only go a mile up the road, or I can only walk that trail for 15 minutes. So stop limiting yourself. That's what this message is all about. Stop saying can't. Stop saying I can only do this much, because you don't know. We don't know how far we can go until we try. We don't know that the answer is yes until we ask. So this is a powerful message. Thank you, Robin, for choosing this one. So don't fear that the mountain is too high, but instead set your sights beyond the mountain to the sky and just reach out for possibilities. Oh, Catherine, yeah, don't limit it, Catherine. It is a miracle time for you. And reach for that better feeling thought that perfect apartment is waiting for you to find it, and it'll show up for you. You just pushed yourself to walk the dog much longer this morning. I love that. I pushed myself recently for walking and getting out of the house more. You know, this place here in Tennessee and in Bristol, where I was just recently for a month, I pushed myself every day to get outside, to walk the dog, to see the neighborhood, to maybe meet neighbors and meet more people along the way. Yeah, painful, but it felt good. Right, exactly, because you feel accomplished when you do something like that, when you get out of your comfort zone. Okay, let's see where we are. Deirdre wants page 22, so let's go there. And thank you all for calling in our Hope Wellington Marshall. Let's hope that she sees these messages and gets in here. Page 22. And this one says, Whizzy Bee is meowing about this. I just got a vision of her trying to get back here after she got lost following the turkeys. That little Whizzy Bee likes to go on adventures. She is a very adventuresome cat. Okay. Not everyone will travel the roads the same way, and not every road is for everyone. Stay on yours. Others in your life do not need you to direct traffic for them. They are figuring it out also. We're all on this journey, right? We come here on purpose. We come here to learn. So learn. You don't copy off of someone else's test and retain the information. I'll leave it at that. Okay, so next, let's see, what's our next number? That was Deirdre with number 22. We have Josie. Sweet Josie wants page 52. So let's see what that one's all about. Page 52. We would say to you that when you can feel free enough to become as a child again and look through the lens of unlimited potential, then you are ready to soar. Let go of the oars, you guys. Let go of the oars and just go with the flow and have that unlimited potential. That's what this message, all these messages today are pointing in the same direction. That when we let go and we just are free enough to learn, to live, to love life again, miracles happen. And don't put any limits on it. Have no limits on your life and watch what happens. Watch that roof open up. Sally, page 18, please. Okay, I keep looking to see if Hope has come in yet. I'm hoping that she will this morning. Page 18. As you deal with each your way, you become stronger. Defeat that you shrink down and miss the blessing. Yeah, don't discount anything. Don't look at something and say it's too hard, or it's not for you, or it's not supposed to be this way. Anybody ever say that? It's not supposed to be this way, or it's not supposed to be this hard. Well, don't shrink back, because it may be difficult to go through a fire. It may be hard to walk down the road for 5 miles. But the blessings that come through, just wait, because they will show up for you. So thank you for choosing that one, Sally. And Andrea, thank you for sharing to Hope. We're still calling her in here. Hope, where are you? Okay, let's see what else we got. Kathleen, I am grateful for a friend who called me yesterday to tell me that her tithe this month was going to be made to Hotto Bear's nonprofit Source of Guidance. It is happening at a time when it was really needed in order to buy holiday presents for all the superheroes. How sweet is that? I just love that you share those superheroes with us. And I know I have to straighten out my prayer list to get the names right, but I will do that, Kathleen, and thank you for sharing that with me yesterday. And calling in Hope Wellington Marshall, HWN, come on in. We do miss our Hope when she's not here. She's such a bright light. Josie, it's been 4 months today. My honey is in a better place. I am not doing that good. Please send me prayers. Oh, sweet Josie. You know I'm going to be down there by you soon, Josie. And I think I sent you the message that I want to get together with you when I come in. And I really do. I want to see you. So let's plan that. And Kathleen says, so true, we can't direct someone else's life. Nope, we certainly cannot. Auntie Jean says, oh, I remember the turkeys, especially the babies. Wondrous, they need to go into hiding soon because of Thanksgiving. Yeah, right? Okay, Linda Lemieux wants page 47. I think that's going to be our last one before we go into our prayer time. So let's see what 47 has to say. The signs your loved ones send many times do include something miraculous, and other times are very mundane and common. I think probably most of us here have experienced that. When our loved ones in spirit talk to us, it's not always some earth-shattering experience. Sometimes it's something so simple. Sometimes it's a feather that they place where there shouldn't be a feather. There's no reason for it to be there, but it's there. Sometimes it's a call from a friend. Sometimes they reach out to us through words in a book or words that are spoken that we hear. Sometimes it's just so simple. Other times it may be like a lightning strike coming in, and we know without a doubt that that was our loved one reaching out to us. So sweet Josie, just know that Ricky is always reaching out to you, and Linda, Dick is always reaching out to you. Those of us who have loved ones that are now we're communicating with in a different way, they're figuring it out too. They're learning how to communicate with us. They're learning how to let us know of their presence. So look at everything. Don't discount that there's nothing there, that they're not reaching out to you, they're not talking to you, because they are. They're constantly surrounding us. All right, so it is prayer time. So if you have any prayers, please put them in the comments, and we will definitely lift you up today. And Catherine says, Jean Loria, we get families in the yard this time of year. I love watching them, but they are very aggressive parents protecting their babies, just like any mama would, right? You know, years ago, I went out on an airboat ride in the Everglades of Florida, and it was a really fun day. And the guide that we had on the airboat was showing us different alligators all throughout the water, the swamp where we were. And he'd call them out by name, and they would pop their head up and they'd look at us. And then we got to this one part, and he goes, now I'm going to show you the most dangerous alligator out here. And he pointed out the alligator, and he goes, do you want to know why she's so dangerous? And we're like, okay, what's special about her? He goes, just look up in the tree. And there were probably hundreds of baby alligators up in the tree. And she was the most dangerous one because she would fight to the death for those babies. And so you didn't want to mess with her, and you didn't want to come anywhere near her or her babies, because that's how mothers are, and that's how, as parents, you look out for your children. And whatever it takes to protect them, that's what you do. And Sally, also grateful for our grandson surviving boot camp. Awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. Blue spent yesterday with Mary Jane. It's been a year since her first accident. So thankful she made it to be with us. Thank you all for your shining light prayers. Absolutely. Sally, yeah, the baby alligators were up in the trees. It was like a decorated tree with baby alligators hanging out all over the place. It's pretty cool to watch something like that and to see it firsthand with your own eyes. Thank you, Deirdre, for our daily prayer. Prayers for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, for world peace, and attention to human trafficking, for our mission of Save Someone's Child, which will kick into high gear in January. So start paying attention as we put more information out there. Blue says the turkey ran away before Thanksgiving Day. He said they make a roast of me if I should stay. There are some smart turkeys out there. Thank goodness. And that was courtesy of Blue's mother-in-law, Ruth, who is now in spirit. Oh, I bet you do miss her. Okay, well, let's get to our prayer time and go inside for just a moment into our hearts. Thank you all for being the loving family that you are. Thank you for caring for each other. Thank you for lifting up in prayer everyone who asks. You know, your requests do not go unheard. When you come here or you type in a message in Messenger or on Facebook and you say, I need help right now, I need lifted up, we lift you up. And I don't know if Annie is still on here, but Annie, we're lifting you up and your beautiful little Grayson with all that you're going through for that, with Grayson's health. So we pay attention. When you say, I need prayers, we give our prayers. We give them freely. We give them with all the love in our heart. And Jean says, Kathleen, I'm saying this out loud so others will hear. What a great idea to send a donation, even small, to help with Christmas for the superheroes. Tell us how. Yes, please. And Robin Waters Dykes, prayers for thankfulness. Teri has had a successful procedure, hopefully going home to recover on Friday. Donna's doing well. Thank you each and every one for your thoughts, prayers, and healing. Mom is doing wonderful. I'm going through some transition of self. Well, let's lift you up, Robin, because you're in the right place at the right time, and we want to lift you up. And Grace Isis, prayers for all P's, those in our prayer circle, outside the circle, and in the world. Absolutely. And Blue says, we here, as you know, have twice blessed. We are gearing up for Christmas. It feels like there's a big void here that needs to be filled this year. Well, let's fill it with love and intention that things will turn around and will be exactly what they need to be there. All right, so breathe into your heart. Just take that beautiful energy in, the energy of love. We've spent time here together today, laughing and loving and learning. So go into gratitude for that. Gratitude for each other. Gratitude for knowledge of our human existence and how to live here. Knowledge of our spiritual being and how to be here on this earth at this time and grow spiritually as well. So breathe in love and breathe out love. And as you breathe in that love with your next breath, remember all of these names that have asked for prayers. Remember the ones who aren't here to ask, but we pray for them, like our Hope Wellington Marshall, lifting her up high, lifting the ones who came in, letting us know that there were things going on, like our sweet Josie, our Annie, Robin, Linda, anyone who has come forward and said, I need help at this moment. We call in the angels. We have a legion of angels that are ready and waiting to come to you, to lift you, to give you signs. We have Archangel Raphael. So we ask for anyone that needs physical healing, for Raphael to be present with you, to bring healing for the best and highest good of you, your family, and the world. We lift up our earth planet, asking for peace to fall in our midst, for leaders to sit up and pay attention to what the people want and need, and rule with that in mind. Make decisions that will help everyone. Find a way to come together, to live in harmony with each other. Let's send love right down to the core of Mama Gaia. Let's ask for each person on the planet to feel that love in their heart, to feel benevolence to each other, respect, honor. Let's see the end of conflicts, whether it's a conflict in a relationship, in a family, or in a country. Let's breathe in love and breathe out love. Breathe in peace. Feel that peace inside of you. It has to happen inside of each of us before it can happen out in the world. So let's pray for that. Let's pray for peace to fall in every heart of everyone that's walking on Gaia's back. Let's pray for those who have loved ones in spirit, that the communication that happens will be clear, that you will know without a doubt that your loved one is right there with you, that they're holding you, they're wanting the best for you, they're wanting you to be happy, they're wanting you to find your way as you walk on Gaia's back without them beside of you physically. And let's just love this family. We came together by divine design. It was a message sent out all over the world that this is a place of love. This is a safe container for you to come to hold each other, to say to each other, I love you. You may not even know each other. You may not know anything about that other person. But this is a place where you can say the words, I love you, without feeling judged, criticized, without any doubt that that love will be returned, because it always is. So let's love on each other. And let's lift up the energy here in this group so that it vibrates out to the rest of the world, to the whole collective energy that's here on the earth. And let's give all honor and glory and respect for this family even being in existence. We say thank you. Thank you to our Creator, which I call God, call it whatever name you wish. Thank you to Christ and the Christ consciousness. Thank you to Divine Mother, who holds us every day as we walk through our fires of life. And thank you to our beautiful angels, always willing to be with us, always opening doors, always showing us the guidance that we so need. Thank you to Spirit, and thank you to each one that's here to be a conduit of that love from Spirit. So much love to each and every one of you. Thank you for being in my life. Thank you for just the love that you give. So we're going to do that now. We're going to share love and gratitude with each other on this Thursday. And I hope that you expand that out in your world. Just bring it forth. Maybe there's somebody that needs a smile. Maybe there's somebody that's ready to just lay it all down and give up. And your smile can make all the difference in the world. So Together, let's lift up the vibration, and we do that with these words. Thank you, I love you. And let's see if that happens here today. I don't know what all I missed while that prayer was going on, but where am I at? Okay, thank you, Kathleen, for sharing how to reach out to you and to help our little superheroes. And prayers for you, Grace Isis, always. You are always in my heart and in my prayers. All right, Kathleen got us started with that thank you, I love you. And let me grab Leo, who I'll be seeing next week. But let's have him sing to us this morning. Here we go. Crank up the volume. Come on, come on.
It's a beautiful day. If you wake up this morning, might as well be part of it. Peace for peace, so let me show for harmony. Divinity, mama, be on the lead. Remember me, the creative portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath and go into a new dimension. Morning cup full of joy, every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the
Peace in the pod. That's us.
Thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy, every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peace in the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Cup full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottle is refused, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the trust is always yours. The sun is calling out to play us put on a show. Today is a new day, we are part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always no space in the pot. Full of love, take a spot to get the day started. Morning cup full of joy, every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the
AAA. Where's our Marietta? She hasn't been with us for a couple of days. Full of joy. Accept, align, allow. AAA, y'all.
Morning cup full of joy, every day. Just start the day on the high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peace and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy, every day. Just start the day on the high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peace and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Full of joy. is right. Thank you, Leo. And thank you, Peas, for showing up this morning, showing up for you, and showing up for each other. I love you so much. I'll see you at 1 o'clock today for the 10 million for world peace meditation. Please come join us and be blessed and shine your light out into the world for peace. Stay in your heart and stay blessed. I love you. Namaste, y'all. I'll see you later.